Welcome back to part 3 of the Sonic 4 Episode 1 commentary, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're in Lost Labyrinth. The not aquatic ruin stage.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say this right now, fuck the iOS version of this zone.
Yeah, that's most of my groaning. That's
what's unique about the iOS version of this?
It sucks.
It sucks bad. Okay, so essentially with the iOS version, the second stage is a minecart stage. Is it the second stage or?
I think it's the third, actually.
Is it? Oh yeah, because they got rid of the boss fight in that one, I think. Either way, there's a minecart, which I don't even remember much of it anymore because I just kind of flushed it out of my memory with either alcohol or tears. Probably tears.
Or both.
Well, I mean, I was like 12 when I played it, so I'm gonna hope tears. Oh my god! I know there's one section where you have to walk on one of those giant wrecking balls that comes down, and boy, does that section suck! Because if I remember correctly, you have to stand on them, and they're on rails. But there's a section where like it comes off the rails, and you think you have to jump, but if you jump, you fall off and die. You have to stand on it and hope the physics take you the right way. I think that might be in this version too.
I actually think it is in this version, but as far as I'm aware, I don't think it ever actually gave me any issues. Yeah, I think it's not. I don't think it's this specific segment, but it's a segment like this.
Yeah, I always got panicky and jumped. I didn't realize you weren't supposed to jump until maybe my 5th or 6th time going through that. Not that one, but one of the other ones. There is so much about friggin' Lost Labyrinth. I think this is Lost Labyrinth, right?
Yeah, Lost Labyrinth.
Whatever it's called. There's so much about this level in the iOS version that I just despise.
It's easy. I think in all versions, honestly, I think it's easily the worst act.
Yeah, I can.
Or worst zone,
that.
I should say.
Even coming down to the music, the music just doesn't even sound like it's labyrinthy, or I mean, it sounds lost, I guess, but that's a different subject.
This would fit you know what this makes me think of? If this had a Super Nintendo or Genesis sound font, I think this would fit right into an Indiana Jones 16-bit platformer.
I could kind of see that.
Kind of.
It's too peppy for me for a game.
Oh yeah, a little peppy, but
Yeah, I have nothing good to say about this world.
To be honest, even the aesthetics of this place I don't like.
Well, so yellow.
The Ancient Mind theme makes me kind of think of JoJo for some reason, but that's the only thing saving it for me.
I like the background of the level. That's the background looks really nice to me. It's just the foreground sucks.
Well,
to be honest, the background
for me is weird because I don't know what it's supposed to represent.
How is it related? To be honest, the background to me looks more fun than the foreground.
Yeah, seriously, it's hey, look at that aqueduct. I want to play that.
Yeah, look at that Dark Souls 3 concept art.
Yeah, actually, it was that fall right there. I jumped out of instinct every time, and you died. Or no, it was that one. If you jump, then you fall off and you're screwed.
Yeah, because you won't have enough momentum to actually get to the end. Also, another thing, I know we're not showing it off for this playthrough, but for Episode Metal, I think it's kind of cool in the sense that they kind of reuse level aesthetics to show that Metal Sonic's chasing up to Sonic and Tails. But at the same time, a lot of his stages, they're just retreads of this. They're literal retreads. It's not redesigned levels, it's just the exact same level.
Yeah, that always bugged me a little bit, but then, in fairness, it was free if you bought
Yeah,
both.
it is free, so you really can't complain. But
doesn't excuse it, but I understand it, at least.
I think it would have been definitely cool if, I'm totally down with them reusing the level aesthetic, because, like I said, it's showing that Metal Sonic is catching up to Sonic and Tails. But if they had redesigned the levels to, have different arrangements of, platforms, enemy placement stuff, I think that would have been a really cool idea.
Yeah, exactly. Especially, considering after, I think am I thinking of Sonic 2 or Sonic 3 when I think of the part of this level where it floods everything? Is that this game? Or is that Sonic CD?
Yeah, no, it's this game.
Okay, because honestly, all of the Lost levels blend together to me, so I don't.
I believe it's actually. I think it's the second act, or if it's not the second, it's definitely the third. But yeah, there is a section where well, actually, the entire level is basically just the area will flood, and you've got to find the right way to tilt the stage to get out of it. And
yeah, that one.
I'm gonna be honest, that's my most hated act. I really don't like that gimmick.
Yeah, that and the minecart. That's those two.
Ugh. Well, the minecart is not.
I hated these special stage backgrounds. They seem so trippy, and it doesn't really feel right.
Sonic's dead center the entire time. I never noticed that.
Oh yeah, you're right. Actually, yeah, I never noticed that either.
I always assume I always assumed, because I didn't think about it, that the foreground or the background would just kind of move around with the foreground tilting. But no, it's just he's just tripping out, I guess. This whole game was a fever dream.
At the end of the game, Sonic wakes up. They pulled a Mario 2 USA on us. It was all a dream.
Alright, it's crazy fan times theory time with Ramon right now, and I have a crazy theory about this. What if this is just Sonic high on LSD or crystal meth? The Chaos Emeralds are crystal meth? And this is just his LSD dreams?
That I wouldn't be shocked.
Bringing that up, I'm immediately thinking of, I would have loved if Sega, for a remaster, I know they would never do this, but if they were to ever remaster Sonic 06, at the end of the game they add an extra cutscene of Sonic waking up in his bed. And it was all a dream.
Just next to him. Oh, God. I can just imagine that. He's just, I would love if they did that, but they end it on, he just looks into the camera, I guess I was high on speed. And then, and then it just starts playing some kind of epic credits music.
Yeah.
Or no, it starts playing Live and Learn.
Topic right now, but is there a mod for like for Sonic Generations or something? Wait, no, never mind. I was
Sonic
thinking,
06, yeah.
No, I was thinking for like PC, right? Did Sonic Unleashed come for PC? And I'm like, wait, no, it didn't. Because I would have loved a mod where it's like whenever you turn into Werehog, it has a Castlevania screen where it's like, what a horrible night for a curse.
Oh, that would be good. I mean, I heard a rumor that they might be actually doing that soon. I know.
It's kind of odd timing, though. It's kind of odd timing, though. When you
but everyone's wanted it, and they can sell it instead of selling Generations more.
True.
Because people are just gonna buy Generations to mod it anyway. That's what I did.
Yeah, they're just gonna buy Generations and mod the Unleashed levels into it.
But
well, didn't they already do that, or like partially, anyways?
Well, for the daytime stages of Sonic Unleashed, anyway.
Yeah, they got all the daytime stages in there, but
there's only stages that matter, really.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, and this is the act that I was talking about where I don't think it's actually this act where you have to, where the water starts flooding, but it's this act where you have to use this torch.
I like that overlay.
But it's this level where the minecart's introduced, and you also have to use a torch to light up dark areas. And I hate this gimmick because you can't see what's around the corner.
There, weren't you?
I was about to say that.
I don't get how they can think it'd be a good idea to design a game where it's initially designed around speed and platforming, where you can't see anything.
Yeah, where you can't see where you're going. Because enemies are just going to blindside you. Like, look, where am I supposed to go? Like, I can't even see if there's any platforms above me or anything.
I also really hate the torch gimmick.
Yeah, it's a neat concept, but not for Sonic.
Yeah, not for platformers.
Like in a Mario stage, like an underground Mario stage where you have to light up lanterns with like your fire flower, yeah, that's fine. But in a Sonic game about speed, you shouldn't have to be carefully like trotting where you're going.
Yeah.
But I think after this act, I do get Supersonic, so thankfully like this shit is gonna get much faster.
Are you gonna break the game? Because I really hope you're gonna break the game.
Like I said, if the game will allow me, I will do it.
Well, so the moment you get enough rings, you're gonna break it, right? I'm holding you for your word here.
If the game lets me do it, I'll do it.
I mean, let's just take a moment to acknowledge our 177 rings right now.
Yes. I don't know. I'm pretty sure Sonic 4 Episode 2 does this just as worse, or just as bad. I mean, but there is like essentially no challenge because you're always gonna be collecting rings no matter what.
Well, that's a problem in like modern 2D platformers, anyways, where like they really decrease the challenge.
Well, to be fair, most 2D platformers nowadays don't even like have a live system anymore because there's really no point.
Well, except Mario.
Well, except Mario, but that's just, that's just traditional Mario. And also, I hate this segment. I really hate this segment.
Yeah, this segment was kind of irritating, if I remember.
Yeah, you're supposed to light up certain ones, right?
Yeah, you're supposed to light them up in certain order and get to them before they open. I think you're supposed to light the first two, then skip the middle one, and light the fourth one, but I'm taking... Yeah.
Like, the problem with that is the timing's so finicky, so... Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, I managed to cheese it slightly because I only lit up one and just spin dashed my way up there.
Okay, so it was... I looked it up. It was Act 2 for the phone game. And it's just a minecart level, but with loops. That's really all I can say about it. But on phone controls.
it's been a long time since I played the iOS version, so I don't remember much of the specific level gimmicks. But I do know that once I played the console version, I vowed to myself to never play that version again because it's just nowhere near as good.
So it was basically Cranky Kong's Wild Ride.
Yeah.
Except probably poorly designed. Like that's arguably probably a little well designed at least. This was not well designed.
So Cranky Kong's Wild Ride, designed by Yuji Naka.
Yeah,
signed by Dimps.
Oh yeah, by Dimps. Yeah, sorry, by Dimps.
I think Yuji Naka had left this one actually, even so.
Didn't he leave around?
Because he left halfway through 06, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, way before this. Also, I know this is slightly off topic. Oh god, my rings. Don't worry, I'll get them back. But this is slightly off topic. But forgive me if I'm wrong, but wasn't there like an ice cream company called Dimps, or like an ice cream like product called Dimps, or something like that?
I've never heard of that.
Because I could have swore there was, or if not, there's something similar to it that's making me think there is. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, Dibs. That's what I'm thinking of. It's not Dimps, it's Dibs. That's what I'm thinking.
The only ice cream companies I remember are Chapman's and Ben & Jerry's.
I don't even like Chapman's ice cream, to be perfectly honest. I don't like it.
Well, like, it's okay. It's better than nothing.
There are better ice cream companies out there. Also, how is Sonic not falling out of this cart?
I like this kind of minecart level.
What, where you don't do anything?
Yeah.
Okay, now you do something.
I mean, I don't mind that. You just jump twice, that's it. And then set piece. I'm
also,
cool
I find it weird how there's like a subtle amount of slowdown whenever like the things explode.
Also, I believe for that segment where you just launch yourself out of the minecart, I believe you actually have to jump out of the minecart there, because if you don't, you'll actually fall into the pit.
Really?
I believe so. I'm not. Maybe I'm thinking of another segment, but I could have swore if you don't jump out. Yeah, I could have swore if you don't jump out, you'll actually fall directly into the pit.
And I believe that's the only time they ever reference minecarts in this game too. Like I don't think they reference it anywhere else.
Yeah, because after this, I don't think it shows up at all.
As far as I remember, it's a carryover from the original. The mobile version of Sonic 4 was the original version, from what I remember. So they had that whole minecart stage in there, and then they were like, "Wait." I think
Sonic 4 was originally. I am pretty sure it was originally developed for mobile platforms first.
That explains a lot, actually.
Someone then realized, "Holy crap, this is terrible," and they changed it right away.
Unfortunately, for the iOS version, they're just like, "There's no time."
Like, really, that explains a lot if it was originally developed for mobile.
I don't know if it was originally developed for mobile or if the first platform that they started with was mobile. A slight difference.
I think it actually was just developed for mobile first, and then they're like, "Hey, we can bring this to consoles."
I wouldn't doubt it, honestly.
Like, if they were gonna bring it, they just shouldn't have called it Sonic 4.
Like, I remember how hyped everyone was for when they first heard that there was a project called officially it was called Project Needlemouse, and then once they revealed Sonic 4, everyone got really hyped for it, and then the more everyone saw of it, the more they're like, oh.
Well, if I remember correctly, they delayed the game because it got leaked.
Yeah, I think so, yeah,
like,
because...
I think it came out at E3, and I remember... Or it didn't come out, but it was announced. And I remember everybody loved it. And then I think someone leaked something from Xbox Live, and everyone's like, wow, this looks like garbage. And not just the usual, wow, this looks like garbage. Like, the actual, this looks like garbage. And so I think they delayed it.
And funnily enough, too, Sonic 4 Episode 2 also got leaked as well on Steam, which is what allowed people to play it early. Also, those bumpers worked totally in my favor there because they just happened to send me in the right direction.
And now you got all 7 Chaos Emeralds. Time to break the game.
In due time, Ramon, in due time.
Please tell me you're gonna do it, like, immediately after this.
In due time.
Wait, what? Okay.
Yes, the game actually crashed on me, but thankfully it saved the fact that I got all 7 Chaos Emeralds.
Incredible programming here.
The thing is, I've never had it crash on me any time before I've ever played it, so I don't know why it crashed now. But like I said, I'm just thankful that it saved my progress before it did crash, because I would not want to go through that shit again.
You know what's kind of interesting? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, you can go ahead.
Well, I've been reading a little bit from the wiki because I was curious how development played out for this game, and we had it right about the leaks and everything, but oddly enough, it wasn't a mobile game first. It was actually they changed those levels for mobile. It looks like I thought it was the other way around.
Oh,
but
makes you wonder why though.
And then even funnier,
did they think it would work better?
I don't know, or honestly, I still think that it was them just like saying, okay, that version's done. Let's move on to the real version. That's my thought of it. But
I guess.
I don't know. But then even funnier was people were pissed about it being modern Sonic instead of classic Sonic. Which I remember that.
A lot of people were upset at that, but it was like, whatever.
And then, but what I loved even more is then Izuka apparently said, yeah, he's not returning because we've used modern Sonic in every game since Adventure 1. And then a year later, they released Generations.
Exactly.
Like that's just kind of funny.
Alright, time to break the game.
There you go, Ramon.
Oh, no.
Granted.
Good.
Oh, boy.
Believe
Actually,
me, for
this is a good
stage,
level to use it on.
I was going to say, yeah, for this stage, there's no excuse for me to not use it at this point, because I hate this stage.
And I like how you just walked up walls there.
Yeah, Spider Sonic, I told you.
Golden Spider Sonic. Super Saiyan Spider-Man. Well, that's basically what he is.
I'm pretty sure there's fan art of that on DeviantArt somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere in the deep, like, dark recesses of the internet.
No, it's probably on the front page.
Along with Tails Get Trolled. Alright, this is to
I
the
remember
viewer
my
right now.
I remember my DeviantArt days.
Alright, this is a message to the viewer. This is a PSA. Go read Tails Get Trolled and just enjoy the greatest, like, piece of art in human history.
Or the worst, depending on your perspective.
No, it's unanimously the greatest. Like, this is what aliens are gonna see first when they come to Earth. Not the Mona Lisa, not, like, anything else, not Picasso. It's this, Tails Get Trolled. This is what a human is. This is what it means being human.
You know what, Ramon? Just because of that, I'm totally going to use the Tails Got Trolled artwork as for our Shadow the Hedgehog playthrough.
Okay, just use the Shadow the Hedgehog thing or the Tails face.
Yeah.
Or both.
I'm gonna interrupt that beautiful discussion for 1 sec, because that section just there, you're gonna do one more of those, where they have you like unplugging a drain for some reason. That I remember on mobile, because that you have to twist the phone, but they don't tell you have to twist the phone. So I died like literally 10 times on that.
Yeah, because there's no indication that, hey, use the gyro controls. No, they just assume that you're gonna use the gyro controls.
So Sonic's a plumber now.
Funnily enough, he's actually done more plumbing than I think Mario and Luigi have.
Yeah, actually, probably.
They never actually do their job.
Well, except in that one cutscene in Super Mario 3D World in the beginning, where they make a pipe or something.
For like 3 seconds.
Well, and he clears out sewers in Paper Mario every now and then.
Okay, that too.
Well, is Paper Mario really canon?
Is any Mario game canon?
Does
Mario have a canon? Yeah.
Yeah, that too.
We're gonna get into the deep darkness of the Donkey Kong lore soon then.
Oh boy.
You know, this segment immediately reminds me of the segment from, what was it? Not Aquatic, Labyrinth Zone.
Oh yeah.
Sonic 1, where you have to chase Eggman up the tower.
I was even gonna say CD, because all of CD's bosses are just chasing Eggman, and I always liked that twist. I always thought it was a really good twist, and except in this one, it still sucks. But like, even in the water level of Sonic CD, it still kind of sucked because water physics.
Yeah.
But I still think my favorite boss from Sonic C just has to be the one where Sonic has to run on a treadmill.
Yeah.
Like I just love the fact that that's all he's doing to Eggman, and it's working. He's just getting exercise.
I always really liked how they did it in CD, because it always seemed better for Eggman to be a target rather than a boss. I don't know.
Yeah, it'd be something I'd like to see them experiment again with. Also, this boss can actually be a bit tricky if you mess up the timing, because otherwise you will get crushed. And unfortunately, they give Eggman enough invincibility frames to where you can't hit him twice, usually. But right there, I got lucky. But most of the time, you won't be able to get that chance. So it's kind of a slow boss fight.
That might be the only game they did that in. I can't think of any other game where they added like actual iframes to Eggman. Outside of Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
I think
they did have it. They did. The Sonic Advance games for sure had it. They did have it to an extent in the Classic series, but it was very short. It was like maybe a second at most.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember just like hopping on Eggman, just staying there.
It was normally about as long as Sonic took to bounce, I always thought. I haven't played Advance, so I can't speak to those.
And if you were playing Sonic Genesis, then it would happen. Then you could just jump on top of Eggman infinitely.